just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me. Okay?
You don't
You've got a mask on your face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and everything like that.
In this episode, when Auditor stands outside a government and BBC facility, quietly recording when employees suddenly come out, accusing him of trespassing. Despite there being no signs to support their claim, things escalate fast once the police show up. The responding officer doesn't come to de-escalate. Instead, she arrives full of attitude, shouting commands, making false accusations, and showing just how flawed modern policing has become. This encounter is a straight clash between ego and the law.
The footpath that is public, this is not, this is private.
Why does it say it's private?
It's private property.
Why does it say it's private?
The landlord owns the land.
Who's the landowner?
I don't want to get into an argument with you. I would just like to leave sight if that's possible.
Who is the landlord? No, I'm not going to leave, no.
You're not going to leave?
No, I'm going to wander around.
Anyway, because it's private property and we don't allow you to film in here.
I just wanted to find out a bit about the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, to be honest.
They're not here.
Well, funny how there's a sign in there that says Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority.
So why are you coming investigating the Gangmasters? What reasons do you have for that?
Because I find it interesting.
You find it interesting?
Yeah.
So I've called the police. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Which law do you think I'm breaking?
It's private property.
What law is that then?
And you're not allowed to take videos and photos of the building. It's not acceptable in the business that we're in.
Well, you can, yeah, of course you can. It's a government building.
It's not acceptable.
It's a government building.
Yeah, I know, but we've got procedures in place and people have to get permission to take photos. You've not asked for permission.
Well, surely it's public. If it's a government building, it's owned by the public.
Yeah, I know it's a government building, but it's still classed as private property. The land is owned by somebody else.
She's completely mistaken, and here's the reason why. The staff member is mixing up property ownership with the public's right of access. Sure, a government facility may technically belong to a department or agency, but that doesn't automatically make it private in the legal sense. If the general public can freely enter the area without gates, barriers, or signs stating no public access, then it's open to the public, and filming there is perfectly lawful. The idea that you need prior permission to record is total nonsense. There's no law in the UK that stops anyone from filming a government building while standing in a spot they're legally allowed to be at. If the authorities don't want people recording, they should control access, not invent rules on the fly.
See, I know you're filming and stuff. I just want to know what it's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where...
Could you identify yourself, please?
Okay, PC 1191 Marseilles, as you can see by my badge.
Which station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what we're
Because it's a government building.
Yep.
I pay for it. I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs. It's suspicious.
From the moment this officer shows up, it's obvious she's not there to calm things down. She's there to take control. Her attitude and tone radiate authority obsession, shouting, "Listen to me," through every word. She mocks him, sneering, "You're one of those bloggers," and casually calling Gwen mate. It's unprofessional, patronizing, and sets the scene for instant tension. She also neglects to identify herself until Gwen prompts her, something every trained officer should do right away. Rather than evaluating the situation fairly, she brands Gwen as suspicious just because he's recording a government site and requesting ID from staff. Both actions are perfectly lawful. Filming from a public area is protected under UK law, and asking identification from public servants is an act of accountability, not grounds for suspicion.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. Because
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached me.
You have. Okay.
Yeah, we have the right to approach him. But
That's
obviously,
right.
he's filming, so we've asked him
if
he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
We've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What was the reason?
There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing.
He said he's interested in the Gangmasters Labour Abuse Authority. He's just bullshitting.
Right, okay.
Basically, I don't agree with the word that he's saying.
All right, then.
Okay.
So we would like him removed.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Is there anything threatening that you said at the minute?
No, it's not been threatening. But obviously he's not corresponding with us. We've asked him not to video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons why he's become argumentative. And really, I'd just like him to be removed from site.
This section perfectly highlights how misinformation spirals when people don't actually understand the law. The staff member tells the officer that Gwen's been argumentative and filming in a private area, but neither claim stands up to scrutiny. There's no restricted zone, no warning signs, and nothing legally stopping him from recording. What makes it worse is that Gwen had already explained his purpose. He was filming on behalf of the Gangmasters and Labor Abuse Authority, a genuine government body that investigates labor exploitation and modern slavery. The GLAA's role is to protect vulnerable workers and hold abusive employers accountable. So recording a site linked to a government institution isn't random or suspicious. It's intentional and serves the public interest.
Why 2 vehicles on blue lights for somebody not breaking the law?
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously someone's
in our
lied to you
control
then, haven't they?
system, it's grade 1, which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information now, thank you.
Okay. Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under
it's
what
called
law?
Under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because people don't want here. You've been causing trouble. You've been shouting at them.
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you have.
You're
okay.
lying now.
Stop being argumentative with me.
Stop giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours as well.
Demanding my details and things like that straight off the bat.
You need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking with you.
Fine.
This was a total misuse of Section 35. That authority is meant for circumstances where a person's behavior could cause harassment, alarm, distress, or contribute to criminal activity or disorder. Gwen did none of that. He was calmly recording from an area open to the public. Filming government buildings from public land is completely lawful, protected under Article 10 of the Human Rights Act and backed by NPCC guidance on photography. Nothing about his actions met the legal standard required for a dispersal order. What the officer actually did was manipulate the law to match her emotions. She applied Section 35 as a tool to silence someone she and the staff simply found inconvenient. Saying people don't want you here isn't a legal reason. It's an emotional one.
Okay, don't worry, leave this area. Yeah, I've got him on my camera as well. It's just silly.
I've got it all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
What's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, plug in?
I do all sorts.
What, plug in buildings?
So we're on the public. Can you put the bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
So I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you understand that? I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with you.
Okay, can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute, I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay.
You've got a mask on your face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and anything like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave now, okay?
This moment clearly exposes how unprepared this officer was to handle the situation. When Gwen calmly asks, Section 35 of what? She snaps back, it doesn't matter what. This is the end of it. That's not confidence. That's a total disregard for accountability. Any officer exercising police powers is required to state the specific law they're acting under. It's one of the most basic procedures. Her refusal to do so showed she wasn't operating within lawful grounds. She was improvising. Then, unbelievably, she makes it worse by accusing Gwen of trying to intimidate her just because he's wearing a mask. That's ridiculous. Wearing a mask is completely legal, and his was clearly for privacy, not aggression. Twisting that into intimidation only proves she wasn't judging the facts. She was responding out of emotion, once again.
And if I catch you on this premises again, okay, it's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
Well, that's a private property that you've been on.
Yeah, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land. So you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
Well, it's not government property, is it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
That bit is government property.
Well, it's public property,
However,
isn't it?
no, it did not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word with them. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well, okay. I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I appreciate that. And whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can. Okay?
No problem.
Which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not.
See, that's fine. If your colleague had asked as politely as you are right now.
I did in the first
No, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude. You give me lip. You're acting like you're acting stupid.
I'm not
so,
interested in either side now, as long as it's all resolved and we can just move on peacefully and quietly. All right.
yeah, it's fine.
If you're happy with that, lovely.
Yeah, see, you've been perfectly polite. I thank you for that.
But what I will say is, my colleague is dead right. We've given you the warning for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breach of 35 notice.
Which act is that, sorry?
It's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act,
I'll
yeah.
read it out for
Yeah,
you.
that's
If that
fine.
makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
Yes.
So it's literally just that,
So, antisocial behaviour crime of police in Act 2014.
Do you suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that is called the,
Mate,
which
listen,
is
I
under
don't
defining
care
the
about
measure.
the Home
Well, you
Office
should care. You should care.
No,
Yes,
no,
you
'cause
should
you're just
care.
going on- it's
I think you need to get
completely
retrained, you do. I'm going to make a complaint. Yes, I am. I'm making I'm making a complaint about you. Professional standards.
That's okay, you can do that.
I'm making a professional
Okay.
standards complaint about you. Think, yep, here we go. They'll have that
You
as
got my
well.
details?
Yep, yeah, thank you.
All right, we're done then. See you
Okay,
later.
bye-bye.
From the very beginning, this officer treated Gwen not as a citizen with rights, but as a nuisance to be controlled. Her tone, her ego, and her unwillingness to listen turned what should have been a calm, lawful encounter into chaos of her own making. The irony is that Gwen stayed calm, respectful, and fact-based the entire time. He understood the law, knew the boundaries of police authority, and that clearly got under her skin. The more composed he remained, the more agitated she became. When her colleague finally intervened, we immediately saw how differently things could have gone if she'd shown even a trace of professionalism or emotional restraint. That IT highlighted just how thin the line is between good policing and abuse of power. And honestly, if she acted like that in any other profession, she'd lose her job instantly. Imagine a doctor speaking to a patient that way, or a teacher addressing a parent with that kind of attitude. It wouldn't be tolerated. Yet in policing, behavior like this often gets brushed aside with a template apology and zero accountability. That's the issue in a nutshell. Until officers like her face genuine consequences for disrespecting the public they're meant to serve, these incidents will keep repeating, and people like Gwen will remain the only ones holding them accountable.